Crater Lake in Oregon has always fascinated me. I've been wanting to see it for a long time. And I had the chance this past summer when I went to visit my brother in Eugene. It's in a remote area. It's in south central Oregon, so it takes a bit of planning. And in terms of accommodation, there's Crater Lake Lodge, which is right inside the park and right near the lake. It's very popular and it books up to a year in advance. So if it's the current summer and you haven't made reservations, you're not going to get a room at Crater Lake Lodge. The nearest place for accommodation is at Diamond Lake. And I stayed at Diamond Lake Lodge not knowing what I was getting into. It's a half hour away from Crater Lake by car. And when I got there, it looked a little old, decrepit, falling apart. And the motel rooms looked very shabby and drab with only a front window on them. And I asked for a place down by the lake. And the lake is quite nice. There's Mount Bailey in the background. But when I got to the cabin unit, the front porch hadn't even been swept. This is the condition it was in. And that didn't bode very well for what my stay was going to be like. First of all, the bathroom, look how tiny that is. I can't even imagine how you're going to use the toilet if you have to use it for its full functionality. One trick I learned from a YouTube's video was that if you have any doubts about a place you're staying at, pull the sheets on the bed all the way back to the foot of the bed to make sure there's not any nasty surprises. In the YouTube video, there's actually some food under the sheets at the foot of the bed. How nasty can that be? I didn't find anything as nasty there, but there was in the bedroom. First of all, the curtains looked like they were 50 years old, had never been changed. The dresser was a flea market reject, and it smelled musty. It didn't smell nice at all. The lamps, old and decrepit. And in the sitting room, there's a TV, an old TV, which they may as well not even bother with because the reception is so lousy. But the TV stand, a broken handle on it. Like, are you kidding me? Where did they get this stuff from? Back to the bathroom. The bath mat had these spots on it. Like, I don't even want to know. So anyway, I couldn't wait to get out of the place. And they charge a lot of money for this place. Like this cabin, after you add tax and everything onto it, it was nearly $200. I don't know how they get away with it. But then they're the only game nearby. But you can certainly do better than this. You could go to Chemult, which is about a 1-hour drive away from Crater Lake Lodge. And as I drove there, the motels look, they've got to be nicer than Diamond Lake. I came away with this notice to the resort. Thank you for being our guest. This is a joke. The Diamond Lake Resort Second Effort Program. We take pride in our service as well as the quality of our units. If there is something which needs the attention of our engineering or housekeeping departments, we would appreciate it very much if you would notify us so that we may correct the situation immediately. Don't know about housekeeping, engineering, yup. They asked for it, and here's my suggestion.